Welcome children, this is your social class. Today we are going to study what are the uses of water, how the water is important, or how the water is essential in our life, and what are the sources of water and which are the means of irrigation, and for what are the things as we are want to depend. So this everything we are going to study this chapter. So our chapter name is our water resources. Second lesson, our water resources. You can see the first one of the activity get started we can do. So that is first question, fill in the missing letters to complete the names of this water bodies. So some missing words are or missing names are given in your textbook, you want to fill up them. Okay, the first question is Mumbai faces this sea. Which sea is that? That is Arabian Sea. So the spelling also given in your textbook, you want to write Arabian Sea. Second question, this longest river of South India is also called Dakshin Ganga. Dakshin Ganga. ഏത് റിവറിനെയാണ് ദക്ഷിൺ ഗംഗ എന്ന് വിളിക്കാറ്? That is, the answer is Godavari. Godavari river is we called Dakshin Ganga. So what is the spelling of Godavari? That is G-O. G already given your textbook. G-O-D-A-V-A-R-I. Godavari. Okay. Third one, this lake in Odisha is famous for migratory birds. So that is Chilka Lake. Okay. The answer is Chilka Lake. And let us come to our chapter. So tell me children, the water is needed in our life or water is essential in our life? വെള്ളത്തിനെ കൊണ്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉപയോഗം നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫിലുണ്ടോ? Yes, water is essential for our life. So what are the purpose we are using the water? എന്തെല്ലാം ആവശ്യങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ വെള്ളം യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക? So yes, water is we are using cooking the food, then washing clothes, drinking, this wash clothes, everything. So everything we needed water for all every living things. That means ജീവനുള്ള എല്ലാ വസ്തുക്കൾക്കും the essential is or that needed water. Even the plants also, they want to grow, they needed water. So everything is depend in the water. Okay children, so let us study source of water. From where we get this water? എവിടെയാണ് നമുക്ക് എവിടുന്നാണ് ഈ വെള്ളം കിട്ടുന്നത്? From what are the sources? So that is we are going to study. So that is the first source is rain. Okay, rain. So children, we have already know that about 3/4 of earth is covered with water. ഭൂമിയുടെ 3/4 പാർട്ടും കവർ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? It's covered by water. So the first source is rain. The first source is rain. Rain is the fresh water. So this is the main source of fresh water, and the farmers also depend upon this raining. Okay, rain. So this everything the farmers are depend for what the farmers are depend for. They are cultivating their crops. So that's the reason the farmers are depending the rain. So the fresh water is the main source of fresh water is rain. So which one is the main source of fresh water? That is rain. Okay. The second source of water is underground water. So underground waters. What is the underground water? The much of the rain seep into the ground. കൂടുതൽ മഴ പെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ആ മഴയെല്ലാം എവിടേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്? into the ground. After that, so this type of water, so we called underground or groundwater. The second source of water is groundwater. So seep of the much of the rain that falls seeps into the ground. So that is we called groundwater. The third is ponds and lakes. Third is ponds and lakes. What is ponds and what is lakes? That is an area of water surrounded by the land. It's called ponds, and a lake is bigger than a pond. Lake എന്തായിരിക്കും പോണ്ടിനേക്കാളും കുറച്ചുകൂടെ വലുതായിരിക്കും lake. So that is also one of the source of water. And the fourth one is rivers. So what is rivers? We are already studied the previous classes. Rivers are originating in the mountain. So these rivers are flowing through the northern plains and southern plateau. So always every year, throughout the year, these rivers carry the water, and the mountain full of covered with snows and everything. So this snow is melting. These rivers are carry the water, and also the rain during the summer season. Also during the raining season also, the rivers are bring this water. Okay, and the fifth point is seas and ocean. Seas and ocean. Which are the seas? Edellam seas, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean. These everything are, most of the water in the earth is in seas and ocean, but however this water is salty, upprasamulladana, so we can't use. That's correct? No, we can't use. So these are the source of water. Which are they? Rain is the main source of fresh water. Second is groundwater. Third one is ponds and lake. Fourth one rivers. Fifth one is oceans and seas. Okay, these are the source of rivers. Then after that we are going to discuss means of irrigations. നമ്മൾ കൾട്ടിവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ക്രോപ്സിനും മറ്റും കൃഷിക്കും മറ്റും. വിച്ച് ആർ ദ മീൻസ് ഓഫ് ഇറിഗേഷൻ? എന്തെല്ലാമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഹൗ ദ ഡിപ്പെൻഡിങ് ദ വാട്ടർ, വെള്ളത്തിന് എങ്ങനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വി ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു discuss. Okay children, so to grow crops farmers need sufficient water from the earth, isn't it? Farmers ne cultivate cheyan endu avashyamana? They need sufficient or more water. Alavilum koodudal vellam they needed more sufficient water. So this is possible only through the irrigation. There are different means of irrigation, so they are depending different means of irrigation. Appo avaru endu cheyum? Different means of irrigation, oru pala means of irrigation depend cheyum. Which are they? First one is wells and tube wells. കിണറുകളെയും കുഴൽ കിണറുകളെയും they are depending, അവരെ ആശ്രയിക്കും. So what is wells and what is tube wells? So wells is, in village people dig wells to bring groundwater. So in our houses also we have wells. So that's the same also, they are digging dig wells to bring the groundwater. And the second is tube wells. So what is tube wells? That is, a deep hole is dug. Inside that holes they are passing through a tube. ഒരു വലിയ കുഴി കുഴിച്ചിട്ട് അവരെന്ത് ചെയ്യും? അതിൻ്റെ അകത്തേക്ക് a tube they are passing, ഒരു ട്യൂബ് ഇട്ടിട്ട്. So what are that? After that their water is brought up using an electric pump. Water they are brought up using an electric pump, or electric pump inde സഹായത്തോടു കൂടെ they brought up the water from the underground. So that type of tube, so that type of well is called tube wells. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇലക്ട്രിക് പമ്പിന്റെ സഹായത്തോടു കൂടെ അവർ എടുക്കുന്ന ആ വെൽസിനെയാണ് എന്ത് പറയുക? ട്യൂബ് വെൽസ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ യു ക്യാൻ സീ ഇൻ യുവർ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്ക്. ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ ട്യൂബ് വെൽസ് പിക്ചർ. ഇലക്ട്രിക് പമ്പിന്റെ ഹെൽപ്പോട് കൂടെ കുഴലിട്ടിട്ട് they are brought up the water. Okay, and you can see the Persian wheel. For the irrigation they are using Persian wheel. What is the Persian wheel? So you can see the picture is here. That is a wheel with bucket. You can see the picture in your textbook, page number 161. That is a wheel with bucket attached to it. Or a wheel bucket attached cheyidittu they are carry the water from for the purpose of irrigation. Okay, that is we called Persian wheel. So the second one is their means of irrigation is canals. So what is canals? That is northern and coastal plains. Small channels are dug to take water from the rivers. Avarendu cheyum? Southern plateauiludeയും northern plateauiludeയും many rivers are flowing. So they are dug a small channel to make a small channel and to take the water from there. So അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ആ ചാനൽസിനെയാണ് we called canals. Okay, main rivers are flowing through the northern plains and southern plains, so and also coastal plains also. They are dug a small channel from there. Okay, so that is we called canal. So that is also one of the means of irrigation. Then the third point is tanks. So that is in southern plateau, the low-lying areas got filled with water during the monsoon season. The monsoon season, they are storing the water in the low-lying areas. So that is we call tanks. And tanks irrigation is mostly separated in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. So this wells and tube wells are give the importance of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. The canals we are already discussed, and the tanks are given which states peoples are using these tanks, that is Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. These states peoples mostly depending these means of irrigation. So which are they? That is wells and tube wells, canals and tanks. Okay children, so we have discussed this chapter, what is the essential of our life, water is essential of our life, then what are the sources of water and which are the means of irrigation. Okay children, read your textbook proper and study well. Thank you children.